Yo, what's going on? Y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know who it is. It's Raekwon. No excuses coming at y'all. How y'all doing, man? Grand Rising. You know what I mean? Top of the day to y'all. You know what I mean? I know it's a little gloomy out, but you know what I mean? The energy's still up. The vibe's still up. The blessings are still flowing. You know, we still got life and abundance. So let's give thanks. You know what I mean? Let's give thanks for the simple things that are not so small, you know. But yeah, man. Just thinking, you know what I'm saying? Just doing some thinking, contemplating, you know what I mean? As usual, as normal. You know what I'm saying? So I sat at the table and rolled a spliff. So how about y'all come smoke with your boy? Just come vibe with me for a little bit. Let's have a conversation. You know what I mean? Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about some things, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot to be talked about. I know it's probably a lot that, you know, certain people hold in their hearts and they don't get to express it. They don't get to, you know, let it out. You know, they don't get to, you know, process it. You know, some people live like functioning robots, you know what I mean? And that's sad. I just want to, you know, create the space to lighten the load real quick. You know what I mean? So come smoke with your boy. I mean, we got some lemon cherry sundae rolled up in the blunt. You know what I mean? So, you know, we gonna smoke, we gonna talk, we gonna chat. You know, we gonna get it off our chest. You know what I mean? And we gonna be honest too. No excuses. We gonna be honest. So, I'm gonna start this off with a puff and a question. Excuse me. That's some good weed. Oh, this a Dutch. You know, I smoked the raws too, but I felt like a slow burn this morning. You know, sometimes you gotta let it burn. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta let that thing burn slowly. You know what I mean? So I went with the choice of a Dutch this morning. So that's what we on. But my question to you this morning. My question to you is simply, who are you? Who are you? Now that may seem like a simple question, but it's not a normal question. I mean, think about it. How many people get asked that question often? I can't remember when the last time somebody asked me, who am I? You know, you can't remember the last time somebody asked me, who are you? You know, those three words. You know, inquiring minds want to know, apparently. But it's crazy, but I'm just now coming into a place in my life on my journey where I'm able to answer that question. You know, I'm able to answer that now. And I can truly say that I'm able to answer it. I'm 35 years old. You know, my birthday is in September 27th. Shout out to all my Libras. You know what I mean? I love every zodiac sign, by the way. But shout out to everybody who bring balance to the earth. Shout out to everybody who brings balance to the universe. Shout out to all my beloved Libras. But I'm 35 years old, you know what I mean? And I'm just now being able to say who I am. And I'm going to tell you who I am. I'm going to tell you exactly who I am. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell you. Hold on, bear with me. I'm going to tell you. Are you ready? I say this boldly. I say this confidently. I say this respectfully. And I say this with love. I am God. Yes. Yes. Yes, I am. I am. I am that I am. I am. I am that I am. I am a part of the I am. I am an extension of the source. I am the moving force that sparked everything you see, think, and dream. And guess what? So are you. So are you. So are you. So are you. But that's who I am. Y'all wanna hit this? Yeah, you can hit it if you want. Yeah. Take a little toe. Go ahead. I got you. I'll hold it for you. Alright. Hey. That's just how I am, man. I like to have fun. I like to laugh and giggle and smile and be silly. Even at the age of 35. The joy never goes away. The joy never ceases. But yeah, that's who I am. That's who you are. That's who we are. You know? I have come to that realization. And the cause of me coming to that realization is going inside. Going inside. Searching within. Going in the dark to find the light. You know, as I began to, some people call it soul searching, some people call it a quest. I call it going within. You know, the framework is going within, and the picture, the big picture, is the journey. You know, I'm gonna say that one more time because that just hit me. The framework is going within. The big picture is the journey. So always remember that. You know. And once I started to go within, I started to find God, as we call him, you know, in this Western world, or her in this Western world. Now, I know a lot of y'all may be a little uncomfortable by the things that I'm saying right now, but let me explain. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. So let me explain. You can never experience the God without until you have experienced the God within. Okay? You will never be able to see God outside of you until you're able to see God inside of you. And I don't even like to use the word or term God because it's so, it's corrupt. It's, you know what I mean? It's I'd rather say source or creator or the divine, you know? or the Medu Neter, you know, or Ra, or ancestors, or universe. I'd rather say those words in terms, because those words in terms resonate more with my spirit. But nevertheless, so, you know, you'll never be able to, you know, experience the God without until you have first experienced the God within. And I can say that because for so long I was trying to find God everywhere else except inside of me. And that was because of our good old friend. As a matter of fact, I'm going to say good old friends, Mr. and Miss Religion. You know? Now, don't get me wrong. While on my religious journey, I did see some results. And at the time that I was seeing those results, I thought it was because of the religion that I was subscribing to. But it wasn't because of that. It wasn't because of the religion that I was subscribing to. It was because of the vibration, the frequency that I was vibing to, or through, or on, you know, or with. It wasn't because of the religion that I was subscribing to. It was because of the vibration, the frequency that I was vibing to. You know, it was because of how my heart was. It was because of how I saw people, places, things. You know, it was because of how I interacted with humanity and with nature and with, you know, the universe, the earth. I was so lighthearted. You know, I've gotten to a place where I became very lighthearted. My heart became light as a feather, and for my people who follow my aunt, you know what I'm talking about. But my heart became as light as a feather, and it was like I didn't feel the need to ask for anything. I felt full. I'm talking about my spirit now, not my body, my spirit. My spirit felt so full and so fulfilled and satisfied, yet ever evolving, that things were just coming to me out of nowhere. Like, it was like everywhere I looked and everywhere I turned, blessings were flowing. And I'm telling you, I'm not lying to you. Blessings were everywhere I looked. And it was like, it always caught me off guard because I was never expecting it. I never asked, because I was always fulfilled. In my spirit, I was full. I was content, yet still growing. You know, I was full. I didn't have a need of anything because everything I needed was inside of me. And I was just flowing like that on the earth. I was just walking and vibing like I was in heaven, because I was living in heaven. You know, at the time I was thinking that heaven was an actual place that I am going to die and go to one day if I do right on this earth, or live a certain life on this earth. But heaven is inside, and I didn't realize that. But that's why I was able to experience those things. I was able to experience heaven because I was living heavenly. You know? That's why. But I will say this, religion did serve a purpose in my life. It did serve a purpose. I just never thought that I could evolve from it, and I have evolved from it. And it is a great thing. It's not a bad thing. And it's not even to talk as if religion didn't play a positive part in my life as well as it did a negative part. You know, I have just evolved from it. I don't need it anymore. Maybe I needed it at that time, in that place in my life, on my journey. But I'm in a place in my life on my journey right now where I don't need it, because I am consciously, spiritually full. I know that I'm full now. I know why. And I know that I know that I don't have to label it. So, you know, who am I? Who are you? We are God. We are I am. We are one. And we are eternal. We are energy. We are spirit having a human experience. And we are grateful. I am. I'm grateful and I'm thankful. You know, the closer I get to the God within me, the more my eyes open, the more I'm able to see and think. You know, so that's what I wanted to ask you. The first thing I wanted to ask you, who are you? And I've told you who I was, or who I am, rather. Excuse me, pardon me. You know, I want to talk about authenticity. Excuse me, my phone keeps going off. And I know when that hotline bling, that can only mean one thing. Shout out Drake. Hold on one second, give me a minute. Alright, I'm gonna get at them after this video. My homies, man. My homie, my brother, both my brothers, Rondell and Jawan. My brothers that hit me up. I'm gonna hit them up though. I'm gonna hit them up after I finish talking to y'all. They'll understand. They're good people. But authenticity. Are you authentic? Is authenticity a part of your character trait? Or is authenticity one of your character traits? Or do you crawl in a shell when certain people come around, or when you get around certain people? Are you who you are when you're by yourself? Are you who you are when you're by yourself? Are you that same person when you're around other people? Something to think about. Why be anything else other than who you are when you're by yourself? You know, be authentic, be for real, be honest. Be honest, because when you're authentic, you dodge a lot of bullshit. You cut through a lot of bullshit. You cut through a lot of extra shit when you're authentic. It's like you bypass bullshit boulevard. And you are now entering reality lane. For real. I'm trying to tell you, man. When you be yourself, you don't give any space for some fake ass bullshit. You don't allow that. You don't tolerate that in your bubble space, in your vicinity, in you know, you don't have it around you. And if it tries to come around you, it can't stay because it's not going to be comfortable to stay because of how authentic you are. You know, light always shines in the darkness. You know, if you turn your lamp on at night, it will light the whole room up that it is in. You know, without permission. And sometimes that's what we, as high vibrational, energetic beings, that's what we do. You know, whether willingly or by default, that's what we do when we get around people who are not living as their true selves. And when our light shines on their darkness, it makes them uncomfortable. Because now I'm showing you yourself. And I'm showing you me. And I'm doing it with love. And I'm comfortable, but you're not. Why aren't you comfortable? Are you not being yourself? Is there something fake that is going on within you right now? Or do you have ulterior motives? Like, you know, the dank coming out the blunt. But yeah, man, just wanted to come smoke and talk to y'all, man. You know, just wanted to come vibe with y'all. I'm on my patio. You know what I mean? I'm about to go out here in nature a little bit. I don't know if y'all can see, but I'm about to go out there. You see that? That's like a trail, and it's woods, of course, but it's like there's a trail there that you can run or walk, and I'm about to go do that. I'm gonna go see what I find. But let me put this back here. But yeah, man, I just wanted to come holler at y'all, man, see how y'all was doing. How are y'all doing, man? Y'all holler at me, man. Holler at me in them comments, man. Holler at your boy Raekwon, for real. Because we about to level up, you know what I mean? I know I've said it in a few videos prior, but you know, great minds take time with the things that's gonna make them shine. So it's coming. You know what I'm saying? It's coming. And when it comes, blah. Real talk. I got some things on the way. Got some things in the works. But how y'all doing, man? Like, what's y'all take on, spirituality and authenticity and Godhood or the divine or, the universe? How y'all feel? What is your experience? What's your journey look like? You know what I mean? Because everybody's journey is valid. Everybody's journey is valid. You dig? Every way is a way. The great Londrell said that. That's my favorite artist. His name is Londrell. And he said, every way is a way. Religion teaches you that there's only one way. That's so limiting. When you think about it, and you don't even have to think much about it. It's so limiting. No, it's not only one way. It's not. Because if there was only one way, we'd all be going the same way. It's not only one way. Every way is a way. Every way is a way. So, you know what I mean? Remember that, man. And I had to. It's been a long time coming. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's been a long time coming. So much back and forth because religion, what religion does is, one of the things that it does is, it creates this emotional, magnetic hold on your mind. You know, it makes you think that you feeling something that you're not feeling according to what you calling it. It's really something else. Like, for example, certain religious people, they'll give off a certain energy to you, or they'll be a certain way with you, and they'll think that it's them showing you love, but it's really them showing you fear, and them trying to get you to have a fear-based mentality like they have, and they don't even realize they have it. And I had to get up off that. That was a stronghold. Religion was a stronghold that I had to break free from. And it's every day. It's a breaking for me. It's a breaking free. Because not only have I came to the realization that religion is what it is, that it is not the end all be all, that it is man-made, that it is, something that can be used for good, and something that can be used for bad. When I came to the realization of that, and when I came to the realization that God or the divine is within me, I am divine. When I came to that realization, it was no turning back. It was no turning back. So, and every day I replenish my spirit. I replenish my spirit with truth and love and gratitude every day, and service. I have a family. I have a wife and 3 girls. So I'm always in service, and I'm always thankful, and I'm always showing love and walking in love, and I don't have to live in fear anymore. You dig? But anyway, man, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go. I'm gonna do something that I don't normally do, that I should have been doing, but it just ain't came to my mind because I ain't used to doing this. I ain't used to, doing no videos, as y'all can probably see. You know what I mean? Not to talk down on the quality, quote unquote, quality of my videos, or not to talk down on my videos, but I'm really new to this. Like, I just felt led to start doing this, and that's why I'm doing it. And I know I'm gonna get better as time goes by. But I'm not gonna not do it just because I do it at a certain level at this point. I'm gonna talk to y'all and I'm gonna connect with y'all and I'm gonna vibe with y'all. And if y'all ever want to talk about anything or, want me to, do a certain topic or, get my thoughts or my perspectives on whatever or whatsoever, you know what I mean? If you, whatever you want to talk about or discuss, I got you. You know what I mean? Just holler at me. I'm here to connect. I'm here to, vibe and, make connections that I never thought I would make. You know what I mean? I'm here to give my heart, you know what I mean? And show you what I bring to the universe, So, just wanted to come talk to y'all, man. Y'all stay up. Like I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Like and subscribe, man. It helps, the algorithm. It helps other people to see these great conversations and these great perspectives and, conjure up these great thoughts, spark your mind to think and exercise the way it's supposed to. So, like and subscribe for your boy. Raekwon Jones, no excuses, one love. I'm out.